I'm curious that people, if I ask them right in the middle of that quarterback sneak, is this a good idea for Patrick Mahomes before the injury? What do you think? How do you think people would have responded to that question?
Of course, it's just it did. Come on. I mean, how many times have we seen a quarterback sneak and the quarterback does not have his patella tendon moved by the pile? I mean, Brady's done it a million times. He's the king of it. He's done it. So he did it for touchdowns twice last week at age 42. It's just a freak accident, a total freak accident. And maybe it can also be born out of the fact that the Chiefs' running game is essentially, prior to last night, before McCoy ripped a few off, totally non-existent.
Yeah.
I mean, they have no running game of which to speak, to lean on, to perhaps keep their defense off the field, to perhaps keep the pass rush from pinning their ears back and going at Mahomes, who was hobbling around like Fred G. Sanford for much of the season so far. And I think you pour it all in there, and you got people thinking that was a poor choice of a play call.
If you're Andy Reid, do you stay with Matt Moore?
Well, I mean, have we heard anything yet?
No.
Okay, so, yeah, you do. The crazy thing is he hasn't had a single snap all year, but that makes sense because you have Patrick Mahomes. So, yeah, that's what you do. But if you find out if he's out for the full season, I don't know what plan they would have. I see a lot of talk about Eli Manning, and again, you had a 24-year-old who can run like a deer as your reigning MVP behind that offensive line that, again, would love to hit people as opposed to be hit with a run game that really doesn't exist. I could only imagine if that scenario got Mahomes limping around, what would happen with Eli Manning back there, and I just don't see that. The only option I would say, and I'm going to say it on my show, I'll say it here too, is if Mahomes is out for the full year, if that does in fact happen, then they should kick the tires on Kaepernick. They should absolutely see what's going on there. I think Kaepernick and the Reid offense, the way that they're coordinating it, would be dynamic if he's able and willing, and everybody can get on the same page. And again, Andy Reid is a coach who once gave a second chance to a guy who strolled out of Leavenworth, and maybe he could do that convincing, but that's a long way potentially away. And by all accounts, it looks like we're less than a month away from maybe Mahomes returning.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.